I just make a watercolor painting bookmark for my daughter. It's a cat. And I'm going to show you how I create this bookmark from the beginning to the end. I already make a template. The area inside here is the bookmark artwork. Okay, some of our members prefer the my process of use the graphite pencil instead of directly watercolor paints with the brush. Okay, this is the available space. First, I'm going to draw a little bit corner. First, the paper I'm using is Arches cold press watercolor paper, 140 pounds. Where I'm going to put the cat? I'm going to put the cat right in this space, right over here, like that. The pencil I'm using here is 4H, a little bit hard. The face of the cat is about in here. Like that. And the ear would be here, this ear over here. Just the cat. The face is not exactly like a circle. It's a little bit more like a shape of a tomato. And like that. So this is the area for the cat. Even though you can change the size of the bookmark if you want, according to the artwork. So this is the two front legs, like that. So this would be a nice bookmark. Okay, the two eyes is very much in the middle. This is the draw the line as the guideline for the two eyes. One over here, one over here. Like that. Looks good. And then the nose, a little triangle. If you are enjoyingart members, you can download this photo reference and to do another version of your cat bookmark, and you can give it to who like ginger cat. First, I'm going to draw a little line on the left side and the right side over here so I can remind myself how much space. So I'm going to have it open like this, and I'm going to draw the back. Give yourself enough time to do the printing. Okay, make sure you have enough time and get your mind ready for the painting. Where I'm going to start for the painting? Either start from the background, create the contrast between the background and the main objects, or starting from inside the cat. I think you would prefer to start inside the cat. So in this case, I'm going to start from the inside the cat first and make sure I have enough contrast in here, and then we're going to apply the background. I'm going to start from the ear, which is have a little red. Squint your eye, you can see how dark is that red color because it may not really see the true value. Okay, this is probably fine. I'm gonna have this coming down like here, and the same on this side, like that. Now I'm gonna start mix some orange color and a little blue, so it looks like the ginger cat hair color. Okay, here you go. Like that. Connect that. This color can blend in over here. That's okay for now. I'm gonna have a little bit more color, looking for the shape. Okay, leave the highlight on the edge. Squint your eye to see this should come out a little bit more. That's good. I'm gonna ping around the space of the eye, like that. Okay. Here we go. And expand the color. Leave the eye space. Take care of that later. About the whiskers, have a few white whisker here. Either we're going to use the white gouache, or we're going to do a little scratch when it's still wet. Okay, we're going to see. And the top over here, just use the clean brush, just the water. I'm going to have this come up a little bit, expand this color, so make it look a little bit softer, like that. Leave a little gap on the edge over here because you do see the light on the edge over here. And also, now I'm going to just use just the water to soften the edge over here. Here a little bit softer. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm going to continue and get a little blue color. I'm going to see that the bottom over here had a little bit gray color. Here you go. Like that. And this side is actually the shadow side. The light coming from the back. Okay, here you go. I think the whisker, I'm going to use the gouache white. Okay, so I don't need to worry about the timing. Okay, now the body, get a little bit yellow color. Okay, just a little bit more orange color. Even though the back over here is not going to be included into the artwork, it's okay. Just put it there as well. Okay, like that. When I have a little bit brown color, okay, over here on the arm. Okay, here you go. Like that. A little bit over here, a little bit darker. Okay, now I'm gonna come back to the ear. Okay. And also the forehead over here. Like that. I'm gonna also lift up a little color, make it this a little bit softer. We're not going into the detail yet. Still working out the composition. And the back over here, I'm going to make it a little bit softer. Like that. Okay. Have a little light shape over here. So I'm going to try to lift it up. I'm going to come back to first do a little lifting for the white shape right over here. The side of the face. Lift it up a little bit. And on the side over here, coming to the elbow, just lift it up a little bit. What I wanted to keep it a little bit brown color on the side over here. Okay, let's see. A few strikes. And come down right here. Here you go. Okay, soften the color a little bit. Here you go. Pay attention to and working on the big connection. Looking for the shapes. Okay, and I'm gonna take the bright, just the red color, add a little bit water, put it into the ear. Okay, this is good. Now I'm gonna hair dry the painting one more time before I'm going to work into the background, and then after the whole thing have a good value, contrast, compositions, and then I'll come back to do the detail. You don't need to make it immediately finish, okay? Cut it into steps, one step at a time. And this process is not just for watercolor, for all medium. Your creation is always step at a time, one layer at a time in the painting process. I'm going to working into the background. I'm going to use this large calligraphy brush. I'm going to start working into the background. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit more red, a little blue. The three color is Windsor yellow, Windsor red, and pleasant blue. Okay, now I'm going to work into the outside. I'm going to leave for the edge a a little gap. Okay. Looking at the edge. I'm going to make the edge a little bit softer too. Okay, like this. That. Painting around. Here we go. Coming up over here. We can come back another round to make some area even darker. Okay, here you go. That's the top. The edges is always a big elements in a painting or drawing. You want to know where it should be soft, where it should be hard, what should be relaxed, what should be a little bit more tight. It's all from the video contrast, and on the edge, that is important. I'm gonna now use a little bit more water coming up. Just a little bit more water on the top here. Softly let it going into the top over there. Now I come back to the bottom over here. I'm going to soften the edge over here. Yes. And also use this brush and make the edge a little bit look a little bit more softer, and also feeling of hair or some fluffy kind of feeling. Okay. Like that. And you can open it up a little bit, and let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to come a little bit blue color on the table. Actually, I want to have a little bit green color, because the green color always go really well with the purple color. A little bit more blue. Here you go. Like this. Here you go. A little bit more blue color. Come to the bottom over here. That looks really nice. Okay. Now coming down over here, painting around, leave the shape for the pores. You can make them final adjustment like this, coming up. Now this is already outside the card. We don't need to worry too much about it. Now coming down over here, wet this area. Good. Now I'm going to give a little bit much darker color as for the shadow. Get a little bit more red color. Here you go. Now, this is still very wet. I'm gonna see set a little bit color, and that's it. Like that. It's good. So I'm gonna leave that as a soft. Now the backgrounds are almost all set. And at this point, I'm going to just use my clean brush. I'm going to soften the edge a little more. Like that. Touch it in the edge. Make it a little bit softer. Okay. A little softer. That's okay. Now I'm going to walk into inside the cat. First, I'm going to take this same dark purple color. I'm going to put it in a little bit here. Like that. I'm going to have a little bit red and yellow. And I'm going to have a little bit darker color, darker brown color over here, showing a little gap over here, and I'm going to work into a little bit more definitions, a little bit more details over here too. Like that. Okay, make that a little bit softer. Like that. Now coming into, I'm going to set a little color for the nose. The nose have quite a bit of red. Just put the red color there first. That's right here, this little triangle. That's good. And the mouth, also a little soft red color. Put the red color here first, and then use the water, bring the color a little bit. And that's on one side, it has a little bit shadows. So I'm gonna, on this side, a little bit darker. That, good. Now I'm gonna have a little bit darker, take this color, have a little bit blue, a little bit color, to draw a little strike. Okay, right over here. Like that, maybe too dark. Like that. Okay, and the top over here. Maybe a little too dark, get a little bit lighter. A little bit more water can make the color a little bit lighter. That's good. And in the ear over here, a few lines. Doesn't need to be very clear. Can be quite a bit soft, like that. And on the corner of the eye, also have a little strike, a little very soft over here too. Like that. the suggestions at the bottom here showing that the face is rounded. Okay, have a little bit yellow. Okay. Like that. That's good. And the top over here, I'm going to make it a little bit softer. Including over here, I'm going to make it a little bit softer too. Showing this, actually, the transition is very smooth. It's not really sudden. Okay, that. And the top over here too, I'm going to blend that color into the background. Okay. Now I'm going to use this a little bit larger brush. I'm going to have it a little bit connected on the top of the head. Now that's good. I'm going to use even larger brush. And now make sure the texture is a little bit more consistent. If you use a smaller brush, the texture will look like a little bit more isolated and a small local. And use a larger brush to make it more consistent as all together. Okay, I think this looks good. Also softer the edge over here, even though it's not going to include too much into the bookmark. Okay, on the top over here, that looks good. If you want to see how it looks like now, it's very easy. Just put this cardboard on here. So this looks like the card. Right? This looks good. And the top over here, maybe they come down a little bit more. So, and I'm going to soften that a little bit for now, and then I'm going to maybe glaze over a new color a little bit later. Now let's walk into the details. Okay. First, I'm going to use this a little gray color. Almost like a little green. So I'm going to take a little green color here. Working into the base as the base color. Maybe not so much green. So I can have a little bit red color. Neutralize a little bit. Okay, that's good. Let's see the shape of the eye. That. And I can paint directly all the way into the highlight. Leave the highlight. Like that. Use this very tiny, small calligraphy brush. Actually, it gives you lots of flexibility. Okay, that's good. Now this is the base color. I'm gonna take the reload the color, paint it into this eye. Look, and then paint. Look at the highlight. Where's the highlight? So almost like in every minute, you have a new decision to make. But you don't have to make too many or too complicated decisions. They're all small decisions. It's very small decision. Like that. That's good. Now this, the eye. That's good. And now I'm gonna come in to get a little red color and painting the details of the nose. Like this. Like that. Looks good. Little nostril on this side. That looks good. I have this designer gouache white. I'm gonna directly squeeze some white out. I'm gonna put a little bit over here. And I close the cap immediately. When you forget, next day it may be dry. So now I'm gonna squeeze out the wet from the brush. Now I'm going to just apply a little white. Okay, now let's see. Like this from here all the way. Like that. Good. Make sure your white color is a little bit more solid. Otherwise, it would be looking very soft and could be disappear later. Like that. Now is the good time to come back to the eye. First, I'm going to use a darker brown color to create an edge, and there's a little bit too much purple. Let's get a little yellow color into it. Get a little blue. This is good. Now, come to take a look. Okay, right over here. Like this. It's good. That's one eye. Take a look on this side. Okay. That's good. Now I'm going to have this dark color painting inside the iris. Take a look. Here you go. Whoa. Okay. Screen your eye so you can see a little bit clear. Okay, come into the part over here. I'm gonna have a little bit light color to separate that. And a little bit suggestions. That's good. At the bottom here we have a little bit shadow. Have this color. A little bit connected. Okay, like that. Looks nice. nice. A little softer on the neck over here. Say under the chin. A little bit softer here. Over here too, a little bit softer. If anything, you can use water without using the white. Use the water. And also the bottom over here have a little bit blue color. That looks good. A little bit brown color over here too. The top over here, I'm going to take this color, that's good enough. I'm going to have this, maybe not so dark, just add some water into the color. I think this a little bit lower, that's good. Like that. That shape look much better. Okay, here you go. Very often, we need to work on the background a couple times. So it's just okay. Now I'm going to go to the side. A little bit red, a little bit yellow. Make it a little bit more as brown color. Okay. Like that. Look much better. Also, now I have one more chance to soften the edge. If you get used to use one paper, one brand of paper, or one texture of paper, like cold press or hot press paper, when you change to the other colors, and you may not feel the same comfort. So you need to prepare. You may take some time to get used to it over here. Used to the new reaction from the paper. Okay. Now the painting, I think, is finished. Okay, the painting has been dried overnight. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to protect the painting before I do the trimming. I'm going to use this fixed for watercolor. Protections for oil, acrylic, and watercolor. I'm going to put the link for this product in the video description. And then we're going to do the final step for making the bookmark. The painting already sprayed it with protection. Now we're ready to take out the tape. Before I doing the cutting, I want to have another opportunity to decide on the composition. I'm going to line up that with the grid on the cutting board. That's good. I can open it up a little more. Look a little bit better. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Now I'm going to use a 4H graphite pencil. I'm going to do a little mark at the corner. Okay. The first cut, you want to do it a little bit later. second time. Now you can cut it through. That's great. So now the bookmark is already created. Now the next thing, I'm going to finish it with the gold string. This would be long enough. Okay, figure out the location. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna have this come together. Now, it's done. If you're making your New Year resolution, I really suggest you to come to join us in the Enjoying Our Artist community. Happy New Year to everyone.